the most futuristic technology on the planet. But next, we're going with the $10,000 technology, Neuralink, which is a computer chip surgically implanted into the brain, enabling people like Nolan here to reconnect to the world. So you were paralyzed from the neck down.
Yeah, and for about 8 years, I was trying to find some purpose in my life.
And then you got Neuralink, and what has that changed?
Anything anyone can do on a computer, I can do.
And he literally does it by using only his brain. You are currently moving that with your thoughts.
Yeah, man.
I want to see you send a text with your brain.
Okay.
His hands are paralyzed, but we're going to film them so you can see they're not moving. And using the neurons firing in Nolan's brain, Neuralink can translate those signals into movements. He just typed hi with his mind. Is this not crazy to anyone else? But that's not all he can do. So you just think left, and you're about to turn left.
Left, right, don't die.
No,
There we go.
he absolutely crushed us playing with only his mind.
I never thought would allow me to do anything like this.
And future technology can not only help the mind, but also the body.
Shalom, shalom, shalom. Giving all the praise, honor, and infinite glory to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, RAWCHAA, QADASH. Double honors to the beloved apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well, and who I learn from daily. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopeful elect, scattered across the four corners of the earth. You Israelite foreigners like unto a speckled bird. Shalom to you, sincere Akim on the highways and byways, doing lessons and videos week in and week out in truth and sincerity. Shalom to you, sincere Akwath, who's listening in silence, as the scriptures command you to do so. This is your brother Isaiah Allah, back with you in another lesson through the spirit and power of YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI. Lord willing, I pray this is edifying to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians are the biblical Hebrew Israelites of the Bible. The name of your God, your power, his name is YAHAWAH. Yah meaning he, Hawa meaning is, he exists. BAHASHAM, coming in the name, and who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. His true name in the Hebrew is YAHAWASHI. Yah meaning he, Hawashai meaning savior or deliverer. All praises, all honor, and all infinite glory. And so this video clip, brothers and sisters, I received from the beloved brother GMS Boise, Idaho, the brother Amar. And so Tawada, beloved. And this is showing, all right, an individual, of course, paralyzed and disabled. And he received the Neuralink brain implant chip. And as you can see, this individual here, whose name goes by the name of Mr. Beast, who has a YouTube channel, is promoting it, okay, with this individual who received the implant. And you can see that he's using his mind to move the video game. I think it was like Mario Kart was what he was playing. And you're seeing that he even relayed that he never thought he would be able to do any of this because of his disability and not being able to move, so on and so forth. Okay, you see right there, being able to move the mouse. And this is showing through the spirit how a lot of these individuals that have clout in this society, that are getting paid, you know, on Esau's certain lists, all right, where they're lesser luminaries, lesser insiders are going to be able to influence you small Babylonians to take this chip, man. All right. And this is just a part of the MOTB, as you can see, the mark of the beast. All right, the main thing is going to be the RFID chip, okay, which is an implantable, as small as a grain of rice, which is going in your right hand, all right, or in your or the left hand, foot, the brain chip. It doesn't matter. You're accepting the mark, okay, which in the Greek word is charagma, all right, which is an incision, a cut underneath your skin, okay. And so this is what the individual right here, he's already doomed. He's already he's just waiting to be destroyed. But this is what it's showing, man. This is what's happening. We're here, Akim and Akwaf, okay. And so it's plain as day what the mark of the beast is. So even Bible Belt Christians know that the chip is the mark of the beast. They know that the chip is the mark of the beast, and that this is the time where Esau is pushing forth his fourth industrial revolution, merging man with machine. And he's going to use these rich people, these people that make a lot of money, that have that influence with the people, that have a lot of subscribers, all right. And he's going to fool the masses with them as well. He's going to fool the masses, and of course they don't know. They're just as idiotic and just as stupid as these useless eaters out here, all right. But as soon as Esau puts a check in front of them, then they're gonna sign. They're gonna like sign with all these digits and all these numbers. Then of course they're gonna be like sign me up. I'm with it. All right, and they're gonna be like, you're gonna have to promote this, so on and so forth, to push it forth, and they will be happy to for money. They're gonna be happy to for money, and you're gonna die. They're gonna use Jake, and you're gonna see it more and more. Like right now, they got Kim Kardashian. Okay, I just did a previous. I added that in my previous lesson that she was talking about. She has brain aneurysms or holes in her mind, and that chip and the doctor relayed to her that the Neuralink chip would help her with that. And so this is the time, brothers and sisters, where you're going to start seeing more and more of who's a part of this system, and how they're going to use these people to push forth this chip. And this is just a perfect example of that. All right. Now I asked over here on ChatGPT. I took a screenshot right here. As you can see, I just wanted to see what the chat had to say, to give a brief summary of what this means. Okay, because you can see here where on the end time signs where it says Mr. Beast just normalized Neuralink to millions. This isn't about helping the disabled. It's about merging humans with machines and AI. It's about preparing society for the mark of the beast. All right, and more than likely that channel is about a Christian based channel. All right, and you other camps, man, y'all gonna have a rude awakening coming, man. A rude awakening coming when this becomes mandatory. A rude awakening coming. And only YAHAWASHI is gonna be the one to keep us from this. Now, before I get that, you know what? Let me just let's get a quick scripture, because you other camps that keep saying that the mark of the beast is everything than what it's supposed to be, you're gonna lead your congregation astray, man. What did the scripture say? If the blind lead the blind, they both shall fall into a ditch. So you're gonna be in this. You're gonna be get caught up in this, and you're gonna take the chip, and the Lord's gonna destroy your ass, man. This is Revelation chapter 3 and verse 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience. All right, that's the suffering that the hopeful elect has to go through, man. Preaching the word, doing the work, etc. I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. All right, this is going to be the test. The ultimate test is that chip. Okay, everybody's going to be tempted because, as it says, and we're going to go there, you won't be able to do anything without it. Buy or sell. You won't be a part of society, okay? And that means you're going to be an enemy of society. And that's when Esau is going to come at you, man. You won't be a part of this beast system, all right? Having food, raiment, all right? Being able to travel to and fro, flying, so on and so forth. Those are just small things, okay? And knowing Jake, you niggas love to eat. So that's why a lot of women, a lot of these Jake men are going to end up bowing to this system and taking this chip, man, because they don't want to lose their food. A lot of Jake don't have trust in Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, and they trust in the flesh, and so they're going to end up bowing to this system. But this is the trial that's going to come to everybody. But only the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel is who YAHAWASHI is going to be with to not tempt them to take this. They're going to eat. They're going to have raiment. They're going to have it all, man. All right. When the famine is instituted because of this chip, and when the famine is instituted, and then Esau comes in with the his order out of chaos. All right, the order being the chip. All right, you take this, and then we'll give you a certain amount of money. You'll be able to eat, so on and so forth. A lot of Jakes are going to take it. Now in the NLT it says, because you have obeyed my command to persevere, I will protect you from the great time of testing that will come upon the whole world to test those who belong to this world. So you see, that's the key, who belong to this world. And that's the 2/3. And everybody else that's outside of the nation of Israel, all right, the heathen, they belong to this world. That's why YAHAWASHI said, I am from above, you are from beneath. You are from this world, I am not of this world, roughly paraphrasing. All right, so 2/3 are a part of this system. They're not unplugged like the Matrix. And so you're going to take the chip and solidify yourself to this system, bowing to them. And then you're going to be destroyed by ICBM missiles and melted here. All right? But those he's going to protect, he's going to keep, and he's going to provide for us. All right? And that's our hope, and that's what we're preparing for. Now, going back here, this is what ChatGPT, what AI said. All right? Now, you got to take a little bit of what it says with a grain of salt, because, it's AI. This post is pushing a religious conspiracy interpretation of technology not just reporting news. What it's saying in simple terms, it claims Mr. Beast, a huge YouTuber, helped make Neuralink more socially acceptable to millions of people. Neuralink equals Elon Musk's company developing brain chips and brain implants to connect the human brain with computers / AI, mainly for medical use like paralysis, blindness, etc. But the post argues something deeper and darker. It says this isn't really about helping disabled people. It claims the real goal is to blend humans with machines and AI, and that's actually their goal. All right, it's just to help the disabled. It's just a front. All right, it's just a front. Because wholeheartedly, the true healing is them being able to be removed from the disability that they are plagued with, which that comes from YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI to begin with. All right, the Lord said it in the when He told Moses, "Who created the blind?" All right. You know what? Real quick, Salakia. Let me just get that because that's the spirit. The spirit wants me to get it. So only YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI brings the true healing. So this is just a form of witchcraft. This is just a sidebar, Salakia. Let me see. Is it Exodus? Let me just type it in. Yeah, this is just a quick precept. This is Exodus 4:11. And Yahawah said unto him, Who have made man's mouth, or who maketh the dumb, or deaf, or seeing, or the blind? Have not I YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI? In the NLT, it says, Then YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI asked Moses, Who makes a person's mouth? Who decides whether people speak or do not speak, hear or do not hear, see or do not see? Is it not I, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI? So the Lord is the one that creates the disabled, man. All right? Anybody that deals with certain things, plagues, all right, not being able to walk, palsy, okay? That way the glory of the Lord can be shown in His power, all right? And we're going to see that in this time, all right? When the true healing comes from the men of the Lord, man, when the Lord brings that spiritual power. All right, there's even another story where YAHAWASHI had to heal a man. All right, and the apostles asked who sinned. Let me see. Let me see. Blind man. See if I can find it. Yeah, this is it right here. This is John chapter 9 and beginning at verse 1. And I'm bringing all these precepts out so you can understand that the Lord is the one that creates these individuals and disables. He's the one that kills and makes alive and gives these individuals these types of disabilities, all right, for purposes, okay? For something they did in their past life or even this present life. And they have to, and that's their judgment. Okay, but what Esau's trying to do is create his own physical God complex to replace the Most High. All right, so he can be the Most High, to act like he's the one bringing the healing. He's the one doing this with his pseudoscience and his technology. Now this is John chapter 9 and verse 1. And as YAHAWASHI passed by, he saw a man which was blind from his birth. And his disciples asked him, saying, Master, who did sin, this man or his parents, that he was born blind? You will know why they also asked that. It's because they understood reincarnation. And they understand that you pay for your sins and you come back every third or fourth generation, all right, through your lineage. And then you receive your judgment here on the planet Earth. So that's why they asked YAHAWASHI this. Who sinned? All right, did this man sin? Is this why he's blind from his birth? Because that's how the Lord judges you. Now, verse 3, YAHAWASHI answered, Neither hath this man sinned, nor his parents, but that the works of the Most High should be made manifest in him. That's right. So YAHAWASHI could heal this man. And that's the true healing, is YAHAWASHI. Point blank, period. And that's the point I wanted to make through the Spirit. And that power is going to come to the men of the Lord in this time, all right, where there's going to be healing as well. Individuals that couldn't walk, that couldn't see, that were deaf, all right. The Lord is going to give that power to certain men to be able to heal. And that's going to show the true power in this time, and to show that whosoever takes this chip, all right, you just doomed yourself because you had no faith in YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI. That's why YAHAWASHI also is quoted, when he returns, shall he find faith in the world, because it's going to be so bad and people are going to lack it and trust and bow to this beast system. Okay? So back to the chat, it says, then it connects the idea that idea to the mark of the beast from the Bible, Revelation 13, which some Christians believe will be a future system of control tied to end times prophecy. All right, and a lot of Bible Belt Christians do believe that, man. It's just you simpleton niggas that for some reason the Lord's just blinding you from seeing this prophecy, and it is so plain. It's so plain. They want to say it's everything else underneath the sun. I even read somewhere some Jake put on the Elder Manatazatbah's comment board that the mark of the beast is the social security number. Like, nigga, you already got a social. You have a social. It says you won't be able to buy or sell. You can go to the gas station right now and get a bag of chips. So what are you talking about? That just shows Jake just doesn't want to believe that this devil is going to do this. And he will. He is going to do it. All right. So the post frames Neuralink as spiritual preparation for a future global control system, not just medical technology. In short, the message is saying brain chip technology is conditioning society to accept human-machine integration, which the poster believes fulfills biblical end times prophecy about the mark of the beast. It's a theological and conspiratorial interpretation, not a proven statement of Neuralink's intentions. It reflects fear about AI, transhumanism, and loss of human/spiritual identity. And that's their whole goal, right? They put that in you to disconnect you from the Most High, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, man, to control all your makeup, all right? Your entire system. That's why it has to go, your body emits electricity, and they want to control that electricity within you, which is connected also with your spirit. Point blank period, man. All right, and that's why a lot of individuals are going to bow to this and take this. Okay, now let's get a couple of precepts real quick, and then we're going to close out. All right, this has been coming out a lot lately. This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, beginning at verse 7. For the mystery of iniquity doeth already work. Only he who now letteth will let, until he be taken out of the way. And then shall that wicked be revealed, with a capital W, all right, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, the prophets, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. And who is that wicked? Is Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. You go to Malachi chapter 1 and verse 4, all right, he is the wicked. Okay, the Edomites. All right, and Yahawashi has the only one that's going to become and remove this devil from his power seat and destroy him in all his wicked inventions that he wants to wickedly push out on the people, man. And that chip and this system and that chip is the main thing. Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders. And Satan, when you go into that word, it's adversary. Okay? And his technology is a form of that. And this is what he's doing right now. He's deceiving people with it. All right? Because that's his whole agenda. He's been planning this way longer than people even realize. And with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. And that's going to be our people, man. They reject the wisdom and knowledge that the prophets are speaking, the truth, and so they're going to be destroyed because they're going to bow and take this chip. All right? Because their deeds are evil. They don't care about Yahawashi. They don't care about this wisdom and this knowledge or the truth. So you're going to die here, all right, in darkness consistently. In the NLT, then the man of lawlessness will be revealed. But the Lord Yahawashi will kill him with the breath of his mouth and destroy him by the splendor of his coming. This man will come to do the work of Satan with counterfeit power and signs and miracles. That's how you know that it's an actual people. It's the Edomites, all right? It's not the physical, the spiritual demon Satan. This is the Edomites that are doing this, all right? The last leg of the Roman Empire, and their counterfeit power, their signs, their wonders is their technology. He will use every kind of evil deception to fool those on their way to destruction. You see? That he's going to use people to push forth this beast system in this chip, all right? And it's going to fool you Jakes. He's going to fool y'all to death, to nuclear destruction, and concentrated chariot fire, because they refuse to love and accept the truth that would save them. That's right, and that's our people, man. They scoff, they mock, all right? They say the chip is everything than what it's supposed to be. I mean, the mark of the beast is everything than what it's supposed to be, and so you're going to be destroyed, man. You're going to be destroyed. Let's get this. This is Revelation 13 and beginning at verse 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. That Greek word mark is charagma. All right, so everybody, whether you're locked up, whether you're free, military, all right, you work a 9 to 5, you go to a gas station, everybody is going to be tested with this. All right. And that word mark is charagma. All right, charagma. Strong's G 5480. All right, and look, as you can see, the outline of biblical usage: a stamp, an imprinted mark of the mark stamped on the forehead or the right hand as the badge of the followers of the anti-Mashiach, the mark branded upon horses, a thing carved, sculpture, graven work of idolatrous images. All right, so it's an etching, as you can see here in the Strong's definition. All right, a scratch or etching, i.e., stamp. So you're being stamped into this system. You're bowing to this system. Okay, it's going to be a scratch underneath your skin. The root word is karax. Okay, scratching, a pale or stake, a palisade. This is the delivery system. All right, the needle, a palisade or rampart, pales between which earth, stones, trees, and timbers are heaped and packed together. All right, so this is going to be etched underneath your skin. Point blank, period, man. All right, it's so simple and easy to see. And all right, in the forehead is the brain chip, and that no man might buy or sell. It's not no social security number. You won't be able to buy. You won't be able to be a part of society. That's what it's saying. Save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Now you'll have a lot of dumb niggas say, well, if you don't got a social, then you can't be a part of society. That's partially true, but that's not what this is talking about. All right, you got a lot of individuals that don't have socials here, and they still go to the store and buy some food with cash. Once this digital system is instated, all right, and then they want you to connect. They want you to take the chip to connect you to their entire grid, so they know exactly to pinpoint where you are, who you are, your transactions, how many times you breathe in a day, your heart rate, everything. That's their whole goal, because they have a God complex. All right. Here is wisdom. No, Salakia. And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666, which is the barcode system. Okay. That's exactly what this is talking about through the spirit, man. And this is what's going to happen to you if you take it. Death by nuclear destruction. Revelation 14:9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast, okay, the revised Roman Empire, the head of it, NATO and the EU, okay, and his image, which is the philosophies, the system that's being established, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand. Okay, so you take the brain chip, or you put the chip in your hand. The same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture, into the cup of his indignation, his righteous judgment, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. So if you take it, you're going to be destroyed. The Lord's going to leave you here and melt you. All right. Revelation 15 says, once the elect are beamed up, we're going to see the destruction through the glass hole in the chariot, in the spaceship. All right. And you're going to die in front of all the angels and all the brethren, all right, of the hopeful elect and the sincere sisters. And it's going to be nuclear destruction. And the smoke of their torment has ascended up forever and ever, which is a long period of time. And they have no rest day nor night, who worship the beast in his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name. All right. So if you take it, you're done. You're finished, man. You're finished. You're completely finished. All right. And so I'm going to end it off right there, brothers and sisters. And I pray, Lord willing, you were edified. I'm going to give all the praise, honor, and infinite glory to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH. Double honor to the beloved apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the hopeful.